Greetings, African family. Greetings. I greet you in the honorable spirit of our great and mighty African ancestors. Welcome to episode 27 of Clear Thinking with Brother Dulani. This episode, we're going to be discussing scientific technological revolution. It's on us, my friend, my people. We all know we're embarking on an era of scientific discovery way beyond our wildest imagination. The scientific technological revolution will be applying to all areas of human activity. Our whole entire lives will be changed by this technology. Listen to me carefully, African people. Listen to me very carefully. We have to master scientific technology. We have to find industries that we master, and we need to have our own independent scientific technological industry that we control. We cannot depend on other nations for our scientific technological industry. We have to provide that for ourselves. Let me explain something to you what is about to happen. And it's already happening. As technology is being applied to industry, to how we produce goods and services, what is happening is that a lot of the systems of production, the procedures, the process of production is becoming automated. They're being roboticized. So things that require 100 individual or personal workers to do, they can automate that and only need 5 people to maintain the system to ensure that it runs right. 95 of those people are gone. This is the trend moving forward because the big corporations who are investing in technology, they're not investing in technology because they want humanity to be better. They're not investing in technology because they want to make life better for you. They're investing in technology to maximize their profits, to maximize the income that they make. So if they can reduce the cost of production, they can increase their profit margins. So that is what's happening in industries all across the spectrum of the economy. You're going to notice the requirements for workers in the manufacturing of goods is going to reduce dramatically. And now, with the application of AI, even in the service industries, a lot of that is going to be replaced with artificial intelligence. Increasingly, mankind will become more and more dependent on technology. Now, let me say this up front because I think we need to understand this. Technology in and of itself is not bad. Technology is a tool that can be used to aid humanity, assist humanity in our development. But the corporations are using that technology to replace humanity. They want to replace the workers. And that will create a situation where many people will be out of work as we move on into the new technological age. Or they will be marginalized or relegated to low pay, service-oriented, sales-oriented jobs. So their job will be to sell the products that's been produced by the robots. And and the robots now, the way they're designing the artificial intelligence can design a car, they can design a bicycle, they can design a hat or shoes, because all that knowledge now is becoming automated. Now they have a thing called general intelligence, artificial general intelligence. And they can process information faster than you can ever think. But that doesn't say that we don't need technology, that we can't use these things to assist us. We have to make sure that on a political level, that this whole development of technology is geared towards assisting humanity and not replacing humanity. That is something that we as a people have to keep an eye on. We have to ensure that we teach our children to get involved in high scientific knowledge base. We have to develop our own technological base. Every country, every nation have to have their own technological infrastructure. Our children must know how to program. Our children must know how to create artificial intelligence, how to create design program, how to create autonomous systems. Because we will not and we should never allow ourselves to become vulnerable to other people. We should never allow ourselves to become vulnerable to others who are producing technology. And technology can be used to destroy a people. In times of war, you will see the unleashing of technology that you don't even imagine, that you wouldn't even believe that exists today. But they have them. But they're prepared, they're saving those for those time when there is great danger. And then you see they release all these technologies that's mind-boggling. In medicine, the technological advancement that is taking place in that area, where now they're going to be doing even surgery, where the machine will be able to work on you, will be able to operate more efficient and more effective than a human hands, more steadier, without any error. Then you know that the cars are coming now, that driverless, driverless cars are coming, where there will be nobody driving the cars. And that car will be safer than a driver. Then when it's a human around the steering wheel, that car can calculate everybody around it, every situation, and make the decision to do the least damage, where a human being probably wouldn't be able to do. This is the kind of technology that is coming our way. But I mentioned this before. One of the areas that we need to get involved in is sensor technology, because none of this is possible without sensory. How you can sense what's going on in the environment to make those split-second decisions is through the use of sensors. So if we can develop microchips that can sense everything. Now they have the optical sensors that they use in the cameras that can sense. You take a picture of anything and it can tell you what it is. Any plant you pass, any wild plant, any wild animals, anything you see, you just point it, take a picture, and it tells you what it is. That's the kind of technology that we have to employ, where we can be able to sense our environment. You can pick up how many nitrogen in the air, how much oxygen, how many helium, how many this, how many that. To be able to detect every element on that element table, the periodic table that we learn in school, the sensors that can pick up every element, all the gases in the air, all the pollutions. You can detect all the metals. See it. So it is this kind of level of technology that we have to pursue in this modern time, because we have to match them. We cannot allow other people to run away with the technological development. We cannot afford that. We have to get involved. We have to get involved, my people. I tell you, say, today's a very hot day. You know, see, it's got to be about 30 a degree in England. But I'm here making this video because I think we need to definitely keep an eye on it. And we can see it. We see our smartphone and we see how effective it is. And a lot of people seeing what's going on with the technological development. But you need to understand, this technology will be deployed across industries. Everything will be automated. Everything will be embedded with computer chips. Every analog thing that you see out there right now will be digitized. Everything. The radio has already been digitized. Television has been digitized. So the days of analog broadcast and transmission is over. Those things will be used for underground frequency. When things go wrong, they resort back to that. And that is another aspect of technology too. When things go wrong, it's going to go wrong big time. Big time. So even though these companies and countries are technologically advanced, they're also technologically vulnerable. And that's their weakness. All you have to do, all has to be done is you find the vulnerability, you exploit the vulnerability, and your whole system go down. It takes, you don't know how long it's going to take to recover. We've seen recently there is what they call crowd strike, embedded in a lot of these Microsoft networks, enterprise level of networks. Whole system went down globally, where trains can't work, plane can't go. So much things don't work because of one bug, one code, one line of code go wrong, one updates premature. Simple little things can go wrong. So that is the danger of technology. When it goes bad big time. Sorry. But that's not going to stop the capitalists them. That's not going to stop the corporation them from going forward. The technological development will continue. That's not stopping, no matter what. They're going full steam ahead with the technological development in the industries around us. So there is no getting around that. You know what I'm saying? We have to just be prepared, get ready, and know so that we can match any other countries, any other corporations, anywhere in the world. We have to have the ability to develop our own technological infrastructure. And it's easier said than done. Because again, I always talk about old money, always get the first choice in making new money. Because none of this can be done without finance. And that's why the capitalists them have an advantage. Because they can pour millions on projects to develop sophisticated sensors. They can develop sophisticated tech. While we have to start from scratch. They're automating the building of cars. We're still trying to build cars the old way. Now they're going to be, I think by 2035, no more combustion engine cars will be manufactured. It will all go electric. All of it. The bicycle them on the road now. All of them now. I go electric. Everywhere I walk on the road, everywhere I look, me see bicycle a zip past me. Some of them look like them a bike, them a zip past me. But none of them is pedal. None of them is gas. It's all electric. What we can do now, we can start to developing and pioneering flying cars. I mentioned that before. Cars built like drone, single bots, or you call it low altitude flying vehicles, all kind of shapes and sizes. You can design them. You can program the AI to design them. See, and they can even be used to test them before you can test them even before you build them. You know exactly how it's going to operate. These type of things are coming, but we got to find some technology, some area of technology that we can dominate, that we can provide to the world. So that's what I want to talk about today, my people, about the scientific technological revolution and how it will affect us. Be prepared. Now, I'm going to extend this a little bit longer because I want to talk about a solution to a problem that we have as humanity. As technology being applied to industries and we begin to now automate the whole production process. You see, instead of replacing humanity, instead of replacing the workers, instead of the workers working 8 hours a day, we now have the capabilities now for workers to work only 4 hours a day. That gives us more time to build with families, to develop our personality and our character, to develop our social life. Because what happens is that the capitalists them have humanity and the people, the working people, engage most of their productive time in the factories in producing wealth for the capitalists. If we can create a system where the people only require to work 4 hours a day and maybe 3 days a week, that gives you plenty more time to spend with your children, plenty more time to spend with your neighbor, to interact, to build up our character and our personality. Because what is happening is that even though we're advancing in technology, our character is becoming poorer and poorer. We don't spend enough time with each other. We don't spend enough time with our family. Our social lives are deteriorating. So technology can provide us with this opportunity now. Now that we don't have to be bogged down in the factories, in the production of goods and service, because now we got robots and automation and artificial intelligence that can deal with that. So we don't require the bulk of our time in those industries. We can spend that time with our families. We can spend that time in helping each other and socializing with each other. So that is one of the benefits if technology is used to assist humanity and not replace humanity. So that is one of the things I want you to think about. So we can use this to our advantage. But that's where the political will have to come into, where the governments of our countries, wherever we are as African people or all people of the world, wherever you are, you have to pass laws to demand that the technology is used to assist people, where people can be paid enough for 4 hours where they can take care of themselves and still have food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all of the wonderful things that humanity need for survival and for enjoyment. We can still have those things and still have high technology, but that technology is used to assist us and not replace us. And that's a fundamental concept. You know what I'm saying? It's a fundamental perspective that has to be ingrained in the political policy of a country to ensure that we can develop these fancy technology, but to assist us, to make life easy for us, not to make life hard for us. I want to thank you for listening to Clear Thinking with Brother Dulani. This has been episode 27. I think on the previous episode, I made a mistake and says episode 25. It was actually episode 26. This is episode 27. Thank you very much for listening to me.